From an infamous clip of a terrifying woodland cryptid attack to heart-stopping natural phenomena, and even footage of alien-like creatures, if you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we explore each mysterious capture. Imagine catching a glimpse of a mysterious creature in the woods. That'd be scary enough, right? But what if it attacked? This next clip is next level terrifying.
But man, something making it.
This footage, supposedly found in Crown King, Arizona, by a police search party in 2007 at an abandoned campsite, is the stuff of nightmares. Crown King has long been whispered about as a place where campers fall victim to some unseen beast. There have been stories, but no real proof. The clip seems to be a recording from a camping trip. The cameraman starts by showing the peaceful scene around his campsite. But as night falls, an unsettling growl from the woods shakes him up.
And like a grunting.
Our camper, brave soul, decides to check it out, but finds nothing. Just as he films himself feeling relieved, though, something horrifying lunges from behind. The camera catches a flash of the creature's eyes. Wild and unlike anything I've ever seen, the growls erupt again as the thing overpowers the camper. The video cuts off abruptly here, and the camper vanished without a trace. Look, bears were already a reason to be cautious on camping trips, but this video adds a whole new layer of nope to the experience. For real, who needs this kind of fear on a camping trip? I'm sticking to well-lit national parks from now on. There's something about those hidden spaces in walls and roofs, you know? The ones we can't see into. They creep me out because who knows what might be living up there. This video is exactly why I feel that way.
Squirrel? Raccoon? Oh, it closed its eyes. Oh my god. Oh my god!
That's fucked up!
This clip comes from New Jersey, in which a homeowner heard some seriously strange noises coming from their roof. Like the kind of noises that send shivers down your spine. Naturally, they grabbed their phone and started recording. In the recording, he explains the sounds he's been hearing. Upon venturing into his living room, he discovers a piece of wood ripped from the closet ceiling. The knocking and sounds continue, prompting him to investigate the hole with his phone camera. As he peers into the opening, a horrifying sight greets him. Two glowing eyes staring back from the darkness, fixated on the camera lens. An unsettling aura of evil emanates from them. Terrified, the homeowner calls out to the creature. The response, however, is even more chilling. A childlike, babyish giggle.
Raccoon? Oh, it closed its eyes. Oh my god. Oh my god!
The video abruptly ends here. Man, I can't even imagine the homeowner's fear. Finding something unknown, living in your own house.
Oh my god.
No thanks. This is why I like brightly lit rooms. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Next, we have some bizarre and unsettling photos from Moscow's Shatura district, dating back to 2017. They potentially depict a failed Houdini trick, a weird experiment gone wrong, or even a murder. Missing since May 2017, 30-year-old survivalist Ivan Klyusharev's remains were discovered 2 years later, alongside his tent and a camera pointed at him. The eerie scene included handcuffs, chains, padlocks, and a book on knock. Klyusharev, who had been diagnosed with schizophrenia, was known for his hitchhiking and extreme survival adventures. Also, evidence of his interest in strange sexual activities surfaced. Yet friends doubt he died by accident and suspect foul play. Local media published the grim images, showing his left hand cuffed to a chain around a tree. Forensic experts also are now delving into the mystery to uncover the exact cause of death. One friend described Klyucharev as an odd character, while another, familiar with his hitchhiking passion, insisted he wasn't capable of such an act. The Russian Investigative Committee continues to investigate multiple theories, but one thing is sure to me, that whatever happened, there was pretty bizarre and unsettling, to say the least. While scrolling through Reddit, I came across a video that left me wondering what was going through this man's mind. This 2016 video, filmed at the Hyderabad Zoo in India, showcases a man's reckless behavior under the influence of alcohol. In the footage captured by a tourist outside the lion enclosure, we see a lion fixated on a man inside the enclosure's moat. Instead of fleeing, the man inexplicably swims towards the lion, with complete disregard for his safety. The alarmed tourists yell and shout, prompting the man to back away and startling the lion. Moments later, another lion appears, yet the man remains undeterred, seemingly challenging the beasts. The lions, in turn, appear bewildered by the man's actions and the commotion from the crowd. After a while, the lions retreat, and onlookers manage to pull the man to safety. It's evident that the man was intoxicated. No one in their right mind would behave this way. Trust me, if those lions were hungry, this man would have become their next meal. Climate change is a harsh reality, impacting us more and more each year. But the consequences extend far beyond humans, as evidenced by the tragic fate of these birds. In February 2016, Nate Finney embarked on an ice fishing trip in Watertown, South Dakota. What awaited him wasn't a peaceful day on the lake, but a shocking scene: a mass die-off of snow geese. The video captures a heartbreaking sight. Around 1,000 birds frozen into the lake's surface, some in lines, others huddled together. These majestic creatures, meant to soar through the sky, met a tragic end, encased in ice. The cause of this avian catastrophe? Sudden and dramatic temperature drop. The water temperature plummeted from a relatively mild temperature to something extremely cold. I am not exactly sure why, but more sources mentioned this. This extreme shift proved deadly for the birds, leading to their mass demise and their final resting place within the frozen lake. These unfortunate birds never stood a chance. Their fate serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact climate change can have on entire ecosystems. The unsettling feeling of dread that creeps in when we're alone is a primal instinct for a reason, as this video from a young man home alone chillingly demonstrates. This isn't a scene from a horror movie, but a supposedly real capture from Thailand. The video shows a dimly lit bathroom with a sink in the foreground. But what sends shivers down your spine are two tiny legs protruding from beneath the sink, suggesting a small child hiding there. The cameraman, understandably terrified as he's home alone, cautiously approaches the sink. Just as he reaches it, the legs vanish and there is no one in there. Was it a ghost or some other kind of spirit? This undeniably spooky clip is like something straight out of a nightmare. One thing's for sure, after witnessing this, the cameraman's family will likely take his claims of ghosts in the house a lot more seriously. The internet loves a good mystery, especially when it comes to extraterrestrial life. And videos like this one are sure to fuel the speculation fire. What in the world are those things? This video, captured by an apartment dweller, shows some seriously strange glowing orbs in the distance. Across the lake, these objects hover in the sky, pulsating with an intense light that rivals the sun. As the cameraman films, another orb appears briefly before vanishing just as quickly. The remaining two continue to flicker and glow, defying explanation. The cameraman suggests they might be fire, which isn't entirely out of the question, but the consistent size and shape throughout the video argue against that theory. After all, fire tends to spread and change form. So, what are we looking at? Well, the alien life theorist in me likes the idea of a close encounter, but let's be logical. A more down-to-earth explanation could be some kind of experiment happening in the distance. Maybe they're testing artificial suns. Honestly, who knows these days? This is why I love the internet. It keeps the mystery alive. If the last video didn't scream extraterrestrial enough, this next clip from China is sure to make you look twice. This head scratcher comes from a group of villagers in China who spotted a strange trail of smoke streaking across the sky. The video shows a white pointed object ascending, leaving a smoky trail behind it. At first, it appears relatively small, but then in a burst of light and smoke, it expands into a much larger, hazy white area. Now, my initial thought was a rocket experiment. China is a leader in technology, after all, but that weird change in smoke color and the strange zigzag pattern, well, that throws a wrench into that theory. The villagers witnessing this live were understandably confused and even scared. So, what was it? A new Chinese experiment gone awry? Or perhaps something more? Out of this world. The truth is out there. But this video leaves more questions than answers. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. We've explored most of our land, but the oceans remain a vast mystery. Only 5% has been documented, leaving the remaining 95% to our imagination. This video, however, might offer a glimpse of what lurks in those deep, unknown waters. Hold on a sec. What is that? This mysterious creature was captured by a boat crew in a Thai river. The cameraman pans across the water's surface where something stirs just beneath. At first glance, it resembles a white jellyfish, lazily drifting along. But then it breaches the surface, and that's when things get interesting. This is unlike any fish I've ever seen before, and by the sounds of it, neither have the onlookers on the boat. The grainy footage makes positive identification difficult, but one thing's for sure. This creature is unlike anything I've ever encountered. It seems to have a bulbous white body, a strange V-shaped mouth, and a fish-like tail. If you have any idea what this might be, hit the comments below. This is a real head-scratcher, and I for one would love to know more about this mystery of the deep. Mirrors. Ordinary objects to some, but for others like me, they hold a deeper mystery, a potential gateway to another dimension. And this next clip might just convince you. Did you see that? This unsettling video comes from Poland and features a father recording his daughter interacting with a mirror. As his daughter touches the mirror, seemingly lost in thought, something strange happens. Keep your eyes peeled. Notice how, when the daughter turns away from the mirror, a hazy, blurry reflection remains. Not only that, but this reflection is eerily staring directly at the camera. Seriously creepy stuff. Those dark, hollow eyes look like they crawled out of a horror movie. The dad seems completely oblivious, going about his business. But let me tell you, after seeing this, there's no way he'd let his daughter near a mirror again. Ever seen those creepy, gooey aliens in science fiction movies? Well, get ready for something similar from the real world. This video, filmed in California, features a man's encounter with a truly unusual-looking worm in his backyard. The footage reveals a long, slimy worm unlike anything most of us have ever seen. Its body is covered in a wet, gooey texture that screams alien, and its movement is the real scare. Those incredibly fast, jerky leg movements almost make it look like there are other creatures helping it crawl. It's like a bizarre combination of moving bugs all rolled into one. Honestly, this whole thing is pure nightmare fuel. I can't say I'd be thrilled to find one of these in my backyard. Maybe a flamethrower is a bit extreme, but yeah, let's keep these guys out of our gardens. Squirming bugs and creepy crawlies, not your thing? You might want to skip this next clip. But if you're feeling brave, then get ready. This next video is equal parts fascinating and unsettling. It features a disgusting cluster of thousands of caterpillars clumped together on the ground. At first glance, this writhing mass looks like some kind of giant snake, but zoom in closer, and you'll see the truth. It's a writhing, pulsating mass of caterpillars. So why do they do this? Believe it or not, this is actually a clever defense mechanism. By clumping together and thrashing around as a group, they confuse potential predators like birds. Birds often hunt based on recognizing shapes, and this tangled mess definitely doesn't fit the caterpillar profile they're used to seeing. Basically, the caterpillars are playing dress up as a snake to avoid becoming a tasty snack. Pretty sneaky, right? Extraterrestrial sightings usually happen here on Earth, but this next clip, unearthed from some old archives and uploaded to Reddit, claims to show something unusual. This grainy telescopic footage shows a bizarre sight in the vastness of space. We see a close-up view of the moon, but something strange appears to be flying in front of it. It's a long, unidentified object, and let's just say it definitely sparks the imagination. Now, to me, it bears a resemblance to those colossal alien squids we see in science fiction movies. This thing just hangs out there for a moment, before slowly drifting away. But the most unsettling part, its sheer size. Considering the moon's scale, this object must be massive. So what is it? An alien spacecraft on a lunar reconnaissance mission? Or maybe it's a resident of the moon itself? This video definitely leaves more questions than answers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this evidence of extraterrestrial life, or something more mundane? This next video takes a fun paintball game from light-hearted competition to something straight out of a bizarre war movie.
Мы наблюдаем, взорвали гранату. Вот там серьезно идет война. Прям смотрите, какое пламя.
The video, captured in a Russian paintball arena, shows a group of players enjoying a game when a sudden explosion erupts in the distance. A thick cloud of smoke billows into the sky as the shock wave ripples outward. The players, understandably startled, Watch as something strange unfolds. The smoke transforms into a perfect black ring that hovers ominously in the air. This unsettling sight is eerily similar to the unexplained black rings witnessed in the United States, Pakistan, and other countries. Before this video, the origin of these rings remained a mystery, fueling speculation of extraterrestrial activity. However, this incident suggests a man-made cause, but the question remains, what exactly creates these smoke rings? We build homes for shelter from the elements, but sometimes Mother Nature's fury becomes too much to withstand, even within the confines of our supposedly safe havens. Why is the homeowner still recording? This video, captured by a homeowner during a terrifying ordeal, shows what it's like to be inside a powerful tornado. In the video, the ferocious winds, traveling at high speeds and accompanied by immense pressure, wreak havoc on everything in their path. Trees bend before the immense force, and then the house itself begins to get sucked into the vortex. As the tornado intensifies, the roof breaks off and is swept upwards, followed by a torrent of debris. The close-up view of the tornado is undeniably frightening, but what truly confounds viewers is the homeowner's decision to remain outside and record the event. While the desire to capture such a powerful phenomenon is understandable, it's important to remember that there's nothing you can do to save your home in the face of such a destructive force. Ever heard of a living fossil called a horseshoe crab?
No, not really. You think it'd be like a crab with these pinchers? Let's get one.
This next clip features a beachgoer's encounter with a fascinating yet slightly creepy sea creature. In the video, we see a strange, crab-like creature stranded on the beach, flipped upside down. This is a horseshoe crab, and those wiggling appendages you see are its legs, desperately trying to right itself. The curious beachgoer reaches out and gently touches one of its legs. Interesting fact, those legs actually have tiny claws. Luckily, the horseshoe crab doesn't pinch him, but it does grab onto his finger with surprising strength. After a bit of filming, and maybe a touch of prodding, hey, we've all been curious, the beachgoer helps the horseshoe crab flip back over. Its rounded body and small legs make it tough to self-right. Hence the struggle. The video ends here, but hopefully our horseshoe friends scuttled back into the ocean, happy and upright. Eerie yet amazing, right? Nature is full of surprises. This chilling video, captured in South America, reveals something deeply unsettling in the dead of night. The footage portrays a street view, and in the distance, a figure resembling a person is spotted, hunched over and on all fours. This contorted human-like cryptid remains eerily motionless. The person behind the camera reacts with genuine fear and distress, their voice trembling as they express their emotions.
Pero qué es, ay madre, no, está muy encerrado.
The creature's terrifying appearance raises unsettling thoughts, imagining it potentially sprinting towards the person filming. While a logical explanation could be a person under the influence of alcohol or substances, engaging in unusual behavior, the way this figure is hunched over seems remarkably challenging for a human to replicate. The video leaves lingering questions about the nature of the mysterious presence, adding an extra layer of fear and uncertainty to the already unsettling scene. A family was having a great time at the river, playing and enjoying the water. Suddenly, something strange started approaching them from within the river. The man, sensing the approaching presence, became a bit uneasy. As the mysterious entity swam closer, the girl in the group began to scream. causing the family to hurriedly exit the water. When the thing finally revealed itself, it turned out to be an otter. The otter emerged from the water in a way that genuinely frightened the family. Thankfully, the man had been alert to his surroundings and acted quickly when he sensed something amiss in the water. Security cameras are installed to ensure our safety, but occasionally they capture unsettling moments within the confines of our homes. In one such instance, footage from a home security camera reveals an enigmatic figure wandering around the driveway. This mysterious being appears humanoid, with a hunched posture and an entirely white body. It seems to be on a quest, scanning the property as if in search of something. The creature's movements evoke an eerie feeling, and its lack of discernible facial features adds to the uncanny nature. While there's a possibility that it might be a cleverly disguised burglar attempting to evade detection, the distinct possibility of it being a genuine cryptid cannot be dismissed. Have you ever had that eerie feeling like someone's watching you when you're alone? Well, if you have, brace yourself because this video is going to send shivers down your spine. It was captured by a homeowner who was peacefully sleeping one night when he heard a strange noise at his window, and what he caught on camera is truly chilling. In the video, you can clearly see a massive gorilla-like figure lurking outside the window. Its presence is enough to send a shiver down your spine. Some folks who've seen this footage speculate that it might be Bigfoot, but the evidence isn't crystal clear. It could also be a person dressed up in a gorilla suit, but there's something about those eyes that looks all too real for comfort. What are your thoughts on this unsettling visitor? Security cameras are meant to keep homes safe, but sometimes they capture unusual and odd moments. One homeowner recorded such an incident on their security camera. In the video, there's a very skinny and naked man behaving strangely, almost like he's possessed by a spirit. It's possible he could be someone struggling with drug addiction and under the influence. Whatever the cause of his behavior, it's clear that he needs help for his mental well-being. However, for the homeowner, seeing someone act so strangely on their doorstep was a scary and strange experience. This video was shared on TikTok by a user named Ben Trolley. In the video, the uploader claims to have captured a strange creature he believes is a rake stalking him. The video starts with a cameraman recording something in the bushes near a forest. In those bushes, we can see a pair of eyes lurking. These eyes are accompanied by a humanoid figure's outline, and it appears to have a naked body. All these characteristics seem to match the description of what people call a rake. This mysterious figure just stands there, watching the person recording, and their intentions are unclear. It's uncertain whether this creature is simply lurking and following the person or if it has more sinister and harmful intentions. This video was taken at a construction site by a night shift worker, and it shows something very strange and eerie. In the video, there's a wheelbarrow, and right next to it we can see something moving in a really creepy and unusual way. This figure looks kind of like a human, but moves in a very peculiar manner. This mysterious creature appears to have a white body with a head shape resembling that of a yeti, and it seems to be covered in white fur. It moves slowly, as if it's being cautious or searching for something. What do you think about this unusual creature? Getting chased or followed by something is already quite scary, but being silently watched by an unknown entity is a different kind of frightening experience. In this video, a homeowner recorded what happened when he heard strange noises coming from his backyard. He decided to start filming, and in the video, we can see a forest in the distance, with it being nighttime. Suddenly, a figure moves swiftly within the woods. Based on its shape, it appears to be a humanoid creature, possibly a rake or a nightcrawler. It might be a good idea for the homeowner to consider changing his home or installing a fence in his backyard if he wants to keep this mysterious entity at bay. This video comes from Mexico and was recorded by a home security camera installed on a street. In the video, we can see a lady who looks really scared. She's running away from something and keeps looking back. She's holding a flashlight in her hand and is shouting for help as she runs.
Hey! What's up? What's up?
After running for a while, she stops and checks behind her to see if whatever was chasing her is gone. But she gets frightened because that thing is still there. So what is she running from? If we pay close attention, from where the woman enters the street, we can see a smoky figure forming. This smoky figure tries to follow the lady, but then stops right before the well-lit area. This figure seems to take on a shape like a person. Even the cats and dogs in the area are scared by this thing, and you can hear them barking and see a cat running away. Horses are known for their strength, but even they can get scared by unknown creatures we've never seen before. In this video, we're in a horse barn where the horses are peacefully hanging out. Suddenly, something agile and strange appears inside the barn. This mysterious figure swiftly approaches one of the horses. The presence of this unsettling creature terrifies all the horses in the barn, making them anxious. They start acting nervously, and then they all begin to run. They try to jump over the fence as if they're running for their lives. One horse manages to leap over the fence successfully, but the second horse crashes through it and falls. We may not know exactly what this creature was, but one thing is for sure, it wasn't a pleasant sight. This video was shared on a TikTok account by a user named HardToGhetto. It's a security camera recording where we see a student closing his dorm room. While the student is trying to shut the door, something unusual happens. At the far end of the hallway, a small figure suddenly appears. This figure looks like a child or a small person, but it's completely black. It appears to have no head, just a long, stretched neck. The figure takes a few steps and then disappears into thin air. The student notices it from the corner of his eye, but he thinks it might be his imagination and goes about his usual day. This was a very creepy experience, and I imagine the whole student hostel must be quite uneasy after watching this security camera footage. Family late-night road trips are usually peaceful and memorable, but sometimes they can turn into a nightmare. In this particular instance, a family was on a long drive, passing through a forest road when something strange caught their attention. The mom started recording the trees, and as she recorded, a dark and shadowy figure peeked out from behind one of the trees. This figure was entirely black and seemed to be peering at the family in the car. After it peeked out 2 times, the family quickly drove away and didn't look back. It was a truly scary experience, especially considering that there were kids in the car who must have been really frightened by what they saw. This video comes from the Philippines and was captured by a home security camera. In the video, we can see a person walking by while carrying something in their hand. However, there's something really unusual about this figure. It appears to have no head. When we zoom in on the video, it becomes clear that this person is indeed headless, yet they are walking casually as if nothing is wrong. This is quite strange, especially considering that it happened in a densely populated neighborhood. Many other local residents claim to have seen this headless figure, and they believe it's the ghost of a headless being that wanders the streets. Some folks think it could be a stage stunt or fake, But the way this person walks so nonchalantly makes us wonder if there might be something more to this eerie sight. We've only explored a small part of the oceans, about 5%, and within that tiny portion, we've discovered millions of different aquatic species. But have you ever wondered about the remaining 95% of the sea? In this video from the Yangtze River in China, we can see a long, gigantic creature that looks somewhat like an eel swimming in the water. The front part of this creature is partly underwater, and its tail sticks out. It's really huge, and you can tell it's powerful by how it displaces water as it moves. Some people who have seen this video believe it might be the Loch Ness Monster, although it's a bit smaller than what we usually associate with the Loch Ness Monster. Whatever it is, it's definitely an unknown river creature that's captured our curiosity. For people who love exploring caves, it's a passion, but for those like me, it can be quite scary. This video, recorded by a cave explorer, really adds to the fear. In the video, the cave is pitch black, and the only source of light is the explorer's flashlight. As the cave explorer shines their light ahead to find their way, they suddenly spot a creature standing there. Once this creature realizes it's been spotted, it quickly runs deeper into the cave. Some people who have seen this video believe these creatures might be Tommyknockers. Tommyknockers are mythical beings known as cave goblins, and miners used to believe they would knock on the cave walls to warn miners of impending danger. This video was captured by a road camera, and it shows something really unsettling. In the video, we get a view of a road, and after a while, a strange figure appears from the left side of the frame. At first glance, this figure looks small, almost like a toddler, but its movements are quite unusual. This figure walks in the middle of the road, even though it's nighttime. It moves back and forth, and suddenly it starts flying. After flying for a bit, it lands and continues walking around on the road before eventually disappearing. It's hard to be certain about the appearance of this figure because it was quite far from the camera, but one thing is for sure, it didn't look like any creature we're familiar with. This video was posted on Reddit by a user who claimed to have captured a sighting of a nightcrawler in his backyard. In the video, we can see the person holding a flashlight, trying to find something or someone in the forest behind their home. They shine the flashlight on nearby trees and scan the area, but then they hear a growling noise that sounds like a cat. This sudden cat-like growl startles the person, and they quickly shine their flashlight on a tree in the distance. Behind that tree, they spot someone peeking out. This mysterious creature emits another eerie growl. Which genuinely frightens the person, causing them to run away. Upon closer inspection, this creature appeared to be a skinny humanoid with a naked body, resembling the description of a nightcrawler. This man was out with his dog when suddenly, his dog started barking toward the woods ahead. The man then noticed a huge and tall figure walking through the woods and decided to start recording. As he recorded, his dog continued barking at this dark furred entity. But the figure just kept on walking, seemingly ignoring the bark. This creature strongly resembled Bigfoot because of its towering height. You can compare its size to the trees in the area, and it looked to be around 9 to 10 feet tall. Additionally, its posture while walking appeared quite human-like, and it had long arms. As for what this creature really was, it's hard to say definitively. Some might believe it was Bigfoot, while others may have different theories. It certainly remains a mysterious and intriguing sighting. This video was recorded by a truck's camera, and it captures a very strange experience on a remote road. In the video, the truck is traveling along a desolate road, when suddenly, a figure starts forming at the side of the road. As this figure takes shape, it becomes more like a proper human-like shape, and once it solidifies, it starts running and crosses the road. This figure is white and ghostly, almost like a spirit, and it crosses the road incredibly fast without any concern for the approaching truck. Initially, the truck driver thought they had a close call with hitting a person, but when they got out of the truck to check, there was no one there. The world can be quite strange at times, and occasionally we witness things that seem like glitches in the Matrix. In this video, we see a view of the sky with something very unusual happening. There's a bright and shiny orb in the sky that resembles plasma, and it's emitting a brilliant light. After a while, this orb produces luminous rings and sends them flying around, almost like something you'd see in a science fiction movie set in space. While one possible explanation for this occurrence could be malfunctioning electrical lines creating these plasma-like fields, it's challenging to explain the smoke or vapor emitting from them. This video is from India, where a group of friends came across a very strange creature while driving home. Right from the start, we can see a strange creature on the road ahead. This creature looks quite frightening, and its gaze is fixed directly on the camera. Its eyes shine as the camera's flash hits them, and its face seems to have a beard, but it has no hair on its head. What's really unsettling is that it's on all fours, yet it appears to be bent backward like a human. It's possible that these guys recording the video are doing a prank, but the fear in their voices seems very real to me.
Phone up!
As the creature starts moving towards them, the camera person quickly runs away from the scene. Could it be a prank? Or was it truly a terrifying being captured on camera? I don't understand why adventure enthusiasts enjoy exploring forests late at night. This video is from such adventure seekers who are exploring a forest with flashlights. While they search for something interesting at night, they come across an abandoned sewage hole up ahead. They shine their flashlights towards the hole, revealing something strange and creepy in the distance. Hunched over in front of the metal blockage, this odd creature moves slowly, and after spotting the camera, it attempts to walk towards it. Adding to the mystery, there's a black cat just sitting and observing this creature's actions. When we get a close-up view of the creature, it appears to have a humanoid body shape, but its appearance is quite unusual. Seeing this strange being approach them, the explorers quickly flee from the scene. The creature's slow movements make it resemble a cryptid zombie. However, whatever it is, I'm truly impressed by the bravery of that cat. This next video involves a place we would expect to be haunted, a castle. Every castle has its own dark story, and maybe this too, one which lives to this day. This is a drone footage of an English castle, and at first it appears to be a normal recording of a castle. But things get weird the more and closer you look. As seen in the video, a translucent figure seems to be walking in the cabin camera fault, as we clearly see its shape and form, which resembles a human ghost. Castles are known to be a breeding ground for hauntings due to their frequently bloody past, so a sight like this is no wonder. Could this be evidence that we leave together with ghosts, in the same space, but we just can't notice? And what could their intentions be? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Prepare to be terrified by this eerie video that defies explanation. A beekeeper was checking on his bees when spotted a perplexing sight. A goat-like creature emerges slowly from dense vegetation. The physique of this animal is peculiar as it has strange curled horns. As he looks closer, the observer is struck by a chilling realization. This is no ordinary animal and is not probably a goat. Every quiver of its head, every slight change of its body contributes to the unsettling mood. This could probably be some kind of prank, or eerily, maybe a creature of the unknown. In this video, a man is recording a bright light in the night sky, but it's not just the light. Around it, in the shape of a triangle, 3 lights seem to turn on and off periodically, as if following a pattern. Even due to the darkness, the lights can be seen in the sky. It seems to be something suspended in the air. Could this maybe be a UFO? It's interesting to note that there have been numerous reports of sightings in recent years. In fact, a new declassified US government report on UFO sightings has revealed hundreds of new cases. The US National Intelligence Office is now aware of 510 reported sightings. While many of these sightings can be attributed to human origins, more than 100 of the encounters remain unexplained. Could this one be yet another one that needs our attention? A video taken by a Mexican woman in an unnamed cemetery in Brazil has gone viral, featuring a terrifying vampire baby doll that appears to follow you with its eyes. The doll, which is dressed in all white and had a bottle of what looks like blood next to it, has racked up hundreds of thousands of views online and has even appeared in Mexican media. People are likening it to the demon doll Chucky from Child's Play, but many feel that this doll is even scarier. Some are saying that the doll must be possessed by the devil, while others believe it to be an advanced-made doll. However, the video is so unnerving that many viewers are left unsure of what to believe. One thing is for sure: this creepy vampire doll has captured the attention of people all over the world. This guy was exploring an abandoned building at night when he has a very scary encounter. As he was approaching one room, he became hesitant for a moment before opening the door. The doors creaked open, revealing a small, cramped space. In the corner, huddled and naked, was a creature that looked like a man. Its appearance was just wild, and its skin was pale and clammy. He turned and ran, his heart pounding in his chest. To me, I think this could be the infamous skinwalker that always appears rather naked. Could it have also been some person in distress, needing assistance? What do you think? We've heard of many Bigfoot sightings with towering figures, but have you ever seen something as tall as a house? This video comes from Finland, and it shows a view of a house's front yard. Suddenly, a massive skeleton-like figure passes through the frame. This creature or figure is incredibly huge, and most of its body seems to be made up of its long legs. It's also slightly bent over and moving quite quickly. This towering figure is climbing up the slope in front of the house. What exactly was this enormous figure? What were its intentions? And why was it going up the hill? There are so many questions surrounding this mysterious sighting. This video is from India, and it shows a busy road. At first glance, everything seems normal as cars pass by. However, if you look closely at the end of the road, you'll spot an unknown creature lurking there. This creature can only be seen when a car passes by and shines its headlights on it. The creature has a humanoid body shape, but it appears very skinny, almost like a rake. The way it lurks there and watches the passing cars can be quite unsettling. Locals in the area have reported seeing this creature around their crops and farms. There have even been stories of it attacking their livestock at night. As for what this creature might be, some speculate it could be a skinwalker or perhaps a rake. It certainly remains a mysterious and eerie presence. This video was captured on a GoPro camera mounted on a four-wheeler as it traveled along a trail. In the footage, we can see the four-wheeler racing along the path before suddenly coming to a halt. The rider stops because they notice a dark, massive figure crossing the trail at some distance ahead. This strange figure, even at that considerable distance, appears quite huge. It is covered in thick black fur and exhibits a walking posture that resembles that of a human. While some might speculate that it could be an ape or gorilla, such creatures typically do not inhabit this type of environment. Therefore, the most plausible possibility is that this figure could indeed be the legendary Bigfoot. This video originates from Montana and showcases a wolf-like creature, but there are eerie and unusual aspects to its appearance. While it certainly resembles a wolf in some ways, there are distinct differences in its facial features and body structure. What sets this creature apart is its front legs, which are bent in a manner similar to that of a monkey, and its hind legs, which also deviate from the typical wolf anatomy. This peculiar combination has led some viewers to speculate that it might be a werewolf, as such mythical beings often possess these unique body features. Moreover, the creature's facial expression appears both creepy and aggressively predatory, underscoring the sense of unease it evokes. Regardless of its true identity, encountering such a creature on a trail or in the forest would undoubtedly be an unnerving experience. Security cameras are installed to provide us with a sense of safety and surveillance, but at times they capture events that send shivers down our spines. This particular video is from Indonesia, where a car is parked in front of a complex. After a few moments, something truly bizarre occurs. A greenish smoke materializes seemingly out of thin air, shaping itself into a humanoid figure, and then swiftly disappears. The greenish hue of this mysterious smoke gives it an eerie quality, and its transformation into the form of a human girl suggests that it might be a ghost or spirit. What makes this encounter even stranger is that after its passage, the entire atmosphere takes on a greenish tinge, almost as if the ghostly spirit interacted with the surrounding light or became visible near the installed light bulb. What are your thoughts on this mysterious phenomenon? Encounters with unsettling or unknown entities can be incredibly eerie, but what's even more disconcerting is the feeling of being stalked by something you can't identify. In this particular case, a trail camera was set up in a forest to monitor the fox population. The footage begins with the appearance of a fox, which seems notably anxious and frightened by something in its surroundings. The fox cautiously approaches a tree and spends some time scanning its environment. The movement of the fox's ears indicates that it is on high alert, clearly sensing the presence of an imminent threat. After a few seconds, upon closer examination, something chilling becomes apparent in the background. A pair of eyes. These eyes were stealthy, watching the fox throughout the duration of the video, likely the very entity that had the fox so alarmed and seeking cover. What adds to the creepiness of these eyes is their height, suggesting that the creature they belong to is exceptionally large. What are your thoughts on what this stalking entity might be? In this video, we're confronted with a peculiar sight, a mysterious creature perched atop a tree without any visible means of support. This enigmatic being displays an impressive sense of balance, maintaining its stance with ease, almost as if it were a common occurrence. Its form appears humanoid, yet it's challenging to accept that it could be a human, given how effortlessly it stands on that tree in the heart of the forest. The local resident who captured this video shared their belief that this creature is the fabled forest witch, a figure they claim to have glimpsed on various trees on multiple occasions. According to their accounts, this witch materializes briefly on a random tree and then mysteriously vanishes. The scene is undeniably eerie, leaving us to contemplate the existence of such mysterious entities in the world. This video captures a moment from a hiking adventure in the Acadian Canadian forest involving two friends. As they ventured through the forest, their attention was drawn to rustling noises emanating from some nearby bushes.
Where the hell did that thing go? I had to be scared, dude. What the f is that thing? Do you see it? I hear the bushes moving. What the hell is that thing, man?
They quickly decided to record what was causing this commotion. In the video, we can see a black figure emerging from the bushes and crossing a field at some distance. This figure appears to be strolling casually, seemingly unaware of the hikers recording it. What's particularly striking is its immense size, standing somewhere between 7 to 9 feet tall, with a body shape resembling that of a human. Its gait and the way it navigates through the bushes closely resemble human movement. Confused and uncertain about what they were witnessing, one of the hikers speculates that it might be a bear. However, upon closer examination, it becomes evident that this figure is definitely not a bear. In fact, it bears a resemblance to what many people commonly refer to as Bigfoot. This chilling video was captured by a security camera and presents a truly eerie scene. In the footage, we observe two mysterious figures standing just outside a gate, bathed in the headlights of a truck. As the owner of the truck approaches, presumably to enter the vehicle, he notices the presence of these two figures and signals for them to move aside. Strangely, the figures remain stationary and do not respond to his gestures. Confused, the owner pauses for a moment, attempting to discern whether his eyes are playing tricks on him. After this brief moment of scrutiny, he proceeds to sit inside his truck and turns on the bright headlights, expecting the figures to react or move. However, to his surprise, when the headlights pierce through the darkness, the area near the gate appears empty, with no trace of the two figures that were clearly visible just moments ago. This unsettling incident raises questions about the nature of these enigmatic figures and their sudden disappearance. This video, posted on the Creepy Captures subreddit, is not for the faint of heart, especially if you have arachnophobia. The uploader claims to have captured footage of a gigantic spider-like creature in his garage floor. As the video unfolds, we can see a recessed area within the floor, and inside it lies a truly eerie tarantula-like creature. This tarantula is notably large, featuring its signature spindly legs and a substantial body, all quite reminiscent of a typical tarantula. The camera person then cautiously employs a wooden object to prod the creature and determine if it's still alive. To their surprise, the tarantula moves in response to the prodding. What makes this encounter particularly strange is the coloration of the tarantula. While some species of tarantulas, like the pink-toe tarantula, exhibit an entirely pink body, this specimen is different. Its legs are distinctly dark black, which contrasts sharply with its otherwise pink-hued body. This unique coloration raises intriguing questions about the specific species or variety of this tarantula. This video is undeniably spooky, and it sent shivers down my spine when I watched it at night. The footage was uploaded to Facebook by a homeowner who claimed to have heard peculiar footsteps on their roof. In an attempt to investigate, they captured something truly unsettling. As the video unfolds, we see the homeowner using a flashlight to illuminate the source of the mysterious rooftop sounds. Suddenly, they spot a head peering from the rooftop's edge. Upon zooming in, the features of this head become more apparent. It has a distinctly humanoid appearance with two clearly visible eyes. Moreover, the head displays a shockingly pale pinkish skin tone, and there is evidence of white hair. The video cuts off at this point, leaving us with this eerie image of the head lurking on the roof. This encounter is indeed hair-raising, and one can't help but sympathize with the homeowner's dilemma, whether to confront and eliminate this enigmatic presence or simply vacate the premises altogether. This unsettling video was shared on a TikTok account named PeachAssassin99 by a concerned lady. In the video, she recounts a rather peculiar experience with her landlord. According to her, the landlord sent her pictures showcasing the new windows recently installed in their house. However, upon receiving and closely inspecting the images, she made a spine-chilling discovery. As she zoomed in on the left window situated near the chimney, she noticed a doll positioned behind it. The alarming part was that she claimed not to own any dolls herself, and there was no such doll in her possession when she had last checked. To add to her fear, visible scratches were apparent on the windowsill. In an attempt to reassure herself, she revisited the same spot, yet there was no trace of the doll. This bizarre occurrence left her deeply disturbed, especially considering her strong aversion to dolls. Many viewers of her video suggested that perhaps it was time for her to start looking for another place to live, as it seemed her current house might now belong to someone or something else entirely. This video was recorded by an oil field worker who believes he may have captured footage of the elusive Bigfoot while on the job. In the video, filmed from inside a car, we can see a massive figure in the woods ahead. This gigantic creature stands completely still and appears to be covered in dark fur. Interestingly, the driver didn't notice this creature at the time of recording, but upon reviewing the footage later, he made a rather unsettling discovery. This creature stands out significantly due to its immense size when compared to the trees it lurks behind. The big question here is, why is this mighty creature lurking in the woods? What could be its purpose or intention? And most importantly, what exactly is it? Could it be the legendary Bigfoot? In this video, shared on TikTok by the user Gberir, a girl recounts her unsettling experiences while staying at a farmhouse. She explains that she's alone in the house and has been hearing strange and eerie noises coming from various directions. She even claims to have seen a bald man emerging from the farm's pond, which adds to her unease.
Can you stop? Fuck out!
Throughout her explanation, these mysterious noises continue, like someone forcefully banging on wooden surfaces. In an attempt to address the noise, she calls out, and it momentarily ceases. However, the ongoing sounds are taking a toll on her nerves. As she records her story near a television, something chilling occurs. A figure is seen standing behind her in the TV's reflection, sending shivers down her spine.
I don't know. And my reflection's creeping me out. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You guys saw that, right? I'm not bugging. Like, here's my reflection.
Later in the video, she records at night and reports another sighting of the bald man near the pond. While recording through a glass window, the reflection of the kitchen doorway reveals the presence of someone passing by, further intensifying her fear. The house appears to be plagued by supernatural occurrences, with ghosts or spirits seemingly determined to both annoy and frighten the girl. Nighttime road trips can be both relaxing and exhilarating, but when taken on desolate roads, things can quickly take an unsettling turn. This particular video captures a group of friends on a late-night drive, thoroughly enjoying the music and the journey. As the camera pans back to capture the road ahead, something unusual catches the eye. A spectral figure is seen running alongside the road, appearing for just a brief moment before dissipating into thin air. This apparition had a humanoid shape, but was smoky and translucent. At that moment, the friends were too engrossed in their enjoyment to notice this eerie presence. However, upon later reviewing the video, they made the chilling discovery. Undoubtedly, this road trip became an unforgettable experience for them. A hiker embarked on a hiking expedition in the local forest, initially mistaking something in the distance for a bear. As he aimed his camera to capture this creature, he soon realized that it wasn't a bear, but rather a massive figure standing at a towering 9 feet tall. A classic Bigfoot sighting. This enormous creature had a substantial, heavy-set body, and it moved leisurely through the forest. At one point, it came to a halt, as if pausing for some unknown purpose, before resuming its steady stride and ultimately disappearing into the dense woods. The hiker's encounter was both fascinating and spine-tingling. In the video, one can clearly hear the hiker's heavy breathing, a testament to the fear and excitement coursing through him. Nevertheless, this experience provided him with an incredible camping trip story, complete with concrete evidence to share with others. Videos like this can certainly give anyone pause before venturing into the woods again. In this particular video, a tall, ominous figure stands before us, partially concealed by tree branches. The most unsettling aspect of this figure is undoubtedly its face. Its face appears monstrously eerie, with a completely black visage, large sunken eyes, and a small nose. While this creature seems to be in a state of repose, it's as though its gaze pierces directly into the camera, and by extension, into the very soul of the viewer. Beyond its terrifying facial features, its massive and imposing physique only adds to the disquieting nature of the scene. Identifying this creature remains a mystery, but it seems like a mixture of the legendary Bigfoot and other eerie forest-dwelling entities. What do you believe this enigmatic creature could be? The most unsettling experiences often arise from encounters with the unknown, which defy our comprehension. This video, originating from Russia, captures an enigmatic creature sprinting in the distance. Upon initial observation, it may appear to be a human running. However, upon closer inspection, its posture and movements deviate slightly from those of a typical human. What makes this sighting even more confusing is that, after taking a few steps, this entity abruptly disappears into thin air, vanishing in the blink of an eye. Its eyes emit an eerie glowing light, and there's a brief, luminous trail left ahead. As it dashes away, this creature is an enigma, possessing a humanoid form, extraordinary luminous abilities, and an uncanny ability to vanish like a spirit. This video is sourced from a security camera, and the homeowner is reviewing it due to a recent robbery in which his bag was stolen from his car. As we watch the video, we observe a house situated across the street. Suddenly, a bright light materializes in front of the main door of the neighboring house. After some time, a shadowy figure emerges on the sidewalk across the street, and then we see a person coming from the right side of the frame. This person proceeds to the car, discovers a bag inside, and then swiftly begins to run away with it. However, as the thief starts his escape, the enigmatic shadowy figure from across the street leaps into action, chasing after the criminal. It's as though this spectral hero had been waiting for the thief and decided to take matters into their own ethereal hands. If only every ghost could transform into such vigilant protectors, there might be no more burglaries or robberies. Some people believe in the existence of aliens, and after watching this video, I'm starting to wonder the same. In this recording made by a forest ranger, we can see what appears to be an alien-like head peering out from behind a tree. This head is quite small and seems to possess a blend of alien and human characteristics. Initially, the ranger dismissed it, thinking it was a trick of the light or his imagination playing tricks on him. However, as time passed, this mysterious creature moved its head slightly, convincing the ranger that it was not something familiar or easily explainable. This sighting left the forest ranger feeling either genuinely frightened or simply curious about the unusual being he had encountered, prompting him to quickly leave the forest. Getting a close-up view of an unknown creature is a rare occurrence, but thanks to a Reddit user, we now have a remarkable close-up glimpse of these enormous beings. In a video captured by a hiker, we can clearly observe a massive creature walking in front of the hiker by the trees. This creature possesses extraordinarily long arms and legs. It appears to use its hands to touch the ground and assist in its movement. What's particularly fascinating is the unusual shape of its hands, unlike anything seen in known creatures. Moreover, the creature's towering height and large body suggest that it might be around 9 to 10 feet tall. Many speculate that this could be a new species of Bigfoot. What are your thoughts on this intriguing discovery? This video comes from Spain, depicting a desolate location. In the distance, there's a hunched figure that initially appears to be a naked human. However, the way this figure is hunched over is truly unsettling. As the camera person continues to record and speak, the hunched figure seems to hear them. It suddenly stands up and begins chasing the camera person, who starts running, and the video ends. Some viewers of this video speculate that this might be the rake, as its naked appearance and hunched back align with the descriptions of the rake. Another possibility is that it could be an individual struggling with drug addiction, exhibiting erratic behavior. Regardless of its identity, it was undoubtedly a frightening and disturbing encounter. Trail cameras are truly fascinating because they sometimes capture strange and intriguing scenes in the wild. In a trail cam video shared by a TikToker, we see something quite remarkable yet very puzzling. The video begins by showing us a densely wooded forest, and after a few frames, we catch a glimpse of a dark figure within those woods. We only see this figure for a brief moment, but by analyzing those frames, we can make out that it resembles a creature like an ape, gorilla, or even a monkey. However, some viewers who watched the video were convinced that this might be the legendary Bigfoot, mainly due to the posture in which it was standing. It's worth noting that gorillas typically have relatively short necks, and their heads are directly connected to their shoulders without a distinct long neck. But this creature seems to have a bit of a neck. So, what are your thoughts on this? Was it a primate? Or could it possibly have been the legendary Bigfoot? This video originates from Canada, where an oil field worker captured something eerie and unsettling while working in the woods. The video begins with a snowy landscape and a forest in the distance. As the vehicle, which is recording the video, moves forward, it captures footage of the woods ahead. Upon closer examination of the slowed down video, we can observe a remarkably large and massive creature with black fur lurking in the woods. This creature is significantly larger than the surrounding trees, and its body appears exceptionally strong. What makes this sighting even more unsettling is the mystery surrounding its presence. Why is this creature lurking there? What are its intentions? Is it merely curious about the vehicle, or could it be harboring more sinister or creepy motives? Security guards are responsible for our protection, usually dealing with intruders, thieves, and burglars. But what happens when they encounter something unknown? In this video, we get a view of a hallway, and the person recording it is the security guard. He's on night duty at this facility and heard tapping noises coming from the storage room. Curiosity leads him to investigate the source of these strange sounds. We can clearly hear the tapping noises as he walks down the hallway. The guard stumbles upon an open storeroom door, and this discovery startles him. He cautiously opens the door and enters. Inside, a mannequin mysteriously drops on its own. A few moments later, a glass slab falls to the ground, adding to the eerie atmosphere. If that isn't scary enough, the sound of a little girl crying suddenly fills the room.
What the fuck? Whoa. Hello? Who's there?
The guard, concerned and brave, ventures deeper into the room to check the source of the crying. But as he inquires about who is making the noise, the voice suddenly takes on a demonic tone.
Hello? Who's there? Hello?
It seems as though a demon is now screeching. Terrified, the guard makes a run for it, and the video abruptly ends. This encounter was truly unsettling, and we can only hope that the guard is okay, as we didn't see the conclusion of this eerie incident. In this video, we are presented with a view of a backyard during the late evening, with very little light available. The forest in front of us is mostly engulfed in darkness. After a while, something unusual catches our attention in the distance. In fact, it's not just one thing, but multiple entities moving in the distance. All of these entities appear to be transparent, taking on a human-like shape, and they seem to hover above the ground. These spirit-like beings move slowly, almost as if they are casually wandering around together as a group. Now, one might think that this could be smoke from a nearby campfire. However, if it were smoke, there should be some wind to carry it, right? But when we look at the surrounding trees and notice that their leaves are still, it becomes evident that there is no wind. So, the question remains, what could these entities be? This video was recorded by a man who was in the process of moving out of his house and packing up his belongings. However, something very strange and unsettling was happening in his house. In the video, he shows himself playing video games and reveals his living room filled with packing boxes. Then, he points the camera toward the kitchen cabinets. Suddenly, one of the cabinet doors swings open wide, all on its own. There's no one nearby and no strings or wires involved. This strange phenomenon happened multiple times before, and the man can now predict which cabinet the ghost will target. But it's not just the kitchen cabinets. The man also experiences strange occurrences with his doors. In another clip, as he's engrossed in playing video games, his room door opens by itself. He shows the room, confirming that it's empty with no one inside. Towards the end of the video, as he returns to the kitchen, his chair also moves without anyone touching it. It's evident that he's dealing with a mischievous ghost in his house, and it's no wonder he's decided to move out. Just like the uncharted depths of the oceans, there are parts of our forests that remain unexplored, concealing potentially strange and fascinating creatures unknown to us. In this video, we are presented with an unsettling sight of a peculiar creature lurking near a house's fences. This creature's face doesn't resemble any typical forest-dwelling creature we're familiar with. It has a demonic appearance, with deep, sinister eyes and a hunched back that adds to its eerie demeanor. The creature is crouched near the house's fence, seemingly observing and curious about what it might find. After a while of lurking, it becomes aware of the camera's presence, and as it notices the camera, it swiftly runs away. Judging by its looks and features, some might speculate that this creature could be a dogman, as they are known for their mix of dog and wolf-like facial features. The chupacabra is a legendary creature known for its alleged attacks on livestock, particularly goats, and sometimes even humans, when it's desperate. In this video, we are presented with a creature by the roadside, and at first glance, we might mistake the creature for a dog. However, upon closer examination, it becomes evident that it strongly resembles a chupacabra. This creature is devoid of hair and possesses a long, slender body with distinctive and sharp facial features, closely aligning with the typical description. In the video, we witness this feeding on livestock, presumably obtained from a nearby farm. Its sole focus seems to be satisfying its hunger, paying little attention to the person recording it. While some might speculate it could be a dog with a rare genetic mutation, we cannot say for certain. This video comes from a GoPro camera mounted on a biker's helmet after he had been in an accident, causing his helmet to fall off. Surprisingly, the camera continued recording and captured an incredibly unsettling scene. We can see two bikes lying on the ground. As we look closely, a dark figure slowly maneuvers through the bushes in the background. After moving to the far right side, it peeks out from the bushes, revealing its eerie face. This face is extremely pale, with a strange and unsettling smile and dark, deep-set eyes. At first glance, it appears as though the figure is observing the accident. However, if you pause the video when it peeks out, you'll notice that it's looking directly at the camera. This video is from a Texas home security camera, showing the view of a home's front lawn. In the video, a figure comes into view as it moves along the street at a distance. This figure appears hunched and humanoid, resembling someone with perhaps back problems or elderly in appearance. While it could be an elderly person, what's peculiar is their presence outside at 5 in the morning. Furthermore, it seems that this mysterious person is uncertain about their actions. They initially head in one direction, then appear to either remember something or forget something, leading them to change course and head in the opposite direction. While this scene isn't necessarily unexplained or supernatural, it's undeniably a strange sight. If indeed it's an elderly person in need of assistance, one can only hope they received the help they required. When you're in or near a forest at night, it's always a good idea to be prepared for the possibility of encountering something strange or mysterious. This video features two friends who were out near the forest to light fireworks for the 4th of July. However, their evening took an unexpected turn when they heard a rumbling, chilling scream coming from the woods.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, you go first.
A farm animal.
The scream left them both startled, and one of the friends initially thought it might be farm animals making the noise. Armed with only a flashlight, they decided to cautiously investigate the source of the sound. But as they ventured further, the eerie noises became even more terrifying and bizarre.
Get low, get low. Let's go see what that is. What the hell, man?
Feeling a sense of danger, they started to backtrack. However, as they headed back, they heard another strange noise, one that sounded like a voice pleading for help.
We just get the hell out of here. I'm not getting near that. I'm not getting near that. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Throw a firework at it?
No. Run. Dude, what? Is it still there? Go! No! Run! Run!
Their panic intensified when, in the distance, they spotted a figure approaching them. This creature emitted a screeching and aggressive sound as it moved closer. The friends wisely chose to bolt and run for their lives. This creature they encountered bore a resemblance to a creature known as the Rake. Thankfully, their quick thinking allowed them to escape the situation, avoiding a potentially dire outcome. One of our worst fears is the idea of something or someone watching us through a window while we're asleep. Unfortunately, this fear turned into a chilling reality for a frightened couple. They had noticed their bedroom window was slightly ajar in the morning, so they decided to take action and set up a camera at night to uncover the source of their unease. As the couple peacefully slumbered, the camera recorded something deeply unsettling. A dark, shadowy figure peered inside their window, as if trying to catch a glimpse of what lay within. The creature's eyes emitted an eerie, faint glow, adding to the overall sense of dread. The very fact that it silently observed the couple as they slept was disturbing enough. But what heightened their fear was the creature's imposing size. Undoubtedly, this creature had the potential to easily break through the window and gain entry into their home. Thankfully, it chose not to. Perhaps it's time for the couple to consider selling their house and finding a new place to live, as this unnerving experience has left them understandably shaken. This video was captured in California by a passerby. In the footage, we can observe a distant figure on the ground engaged in some repetitive activity. The figure seems to be deeply engrossed in digging something or perhaps excavating something from the ground. Upon closer examination, the figure appears to have a humanoid shape with a slender body and arms. It's noteworthy that the figure also possesses long hair. While it's possible that this could be someone simply digging in their backyard, the manner in which the figure is digging comes across as quite unusual and unsettling. Additionally, due to the low quality of the camera, it's challenging to discern whether the figure is fully naked or not. The video certainly raises questions and curiosity about the nature of this activity and the identity of the figure involved. We often associate squirrels with being cute, self-aware, and cautious creatures, right? But have you ever witnessed a squirrel seeking revenge? This video captures a deer munching away at a squirrel feeder. We can also spot a squirrel patiently waiting for the deer to finish so it can have its turn at the feeder. Unexpectedly, the deer strikes. This touch seems to agitate the squirrel, hurries away. This incident serves as a valuable lesson for the existence of Bigfoot has always piqued people's curiosity. Experts worldwide have examined the evidence that has been captured and witnessed. One such piece of evidence is a video in which a massive creature was recorded by a man as it roamed through the woods. In the video, the man recording remained at a considerable distance from the camera, making a concerted effort to stay hidden from the creature. The creature had a colossal body covered in shiny black fur. To some, it might resemble a person in a gorilla costume due to its gait. But many saw it as significant evidence of the mythical creature's existence. When the video was uploaded to YouTube, it garnered millions of views and caught the attention of experts. Nevertheless, they still could not definitively determine whether the video was a clever fake or an authentic encounter. Every day, the internet witnesses a barrage of uploaded videos claiming to capture extraordinary phenomena. Yet, only a few clips truly astonish viewers and make them ponder their authenticity. One such clip features a mysterious creature recorded on camera. Initially, it may appear to be a human due to the low video quality, making it difficult to discern what the entity is. However, as seconds pass, the creature approaches the trees and vigorously shakes them. This act surpasses the physical capabilities of any human. The way the creature shakes the trees left everyone who saw the clip in awe. Many asserted that it was genuine, and that the creature in the video was the infamous Sasquatch. Nonetheless, with no further sightings of the being for years, the clip was deemed a possible fake. The mystery endures to this day. As the video begins, we see a lush forest of emerald green trees. The man recording the video seems to be in a hurry and runs into a building while recording it all. Seconds pass, and a huge storm of wind hits the place. The man is inside, so he cannot capture the whole thing on camera, but he goes outside as the storm moves forward. What he sees there is enough to make a grown man cry. The greenery and the trees are all gone, and nothing but chaos remains. Sadly, this is the usual routine for many people living in different parts of the world. These storms can be deadly, destroying houses and ending lives. Imagine going on your daily walk after dinner, but you end up seeing something that has the capability of haunting you in your dreams. This is exactly what happened to this man. As he was on his way home, he saw something in the grass. Not believing his eyes at the first glance, he took his camera out and started looking at it closely. As the camera zooms in, we see glowing eyes and a small eerie figure. It takes a few moments before the camera focuses on the face. But just then, the thing disappears. Considering the circumstances and the place, there is a possibility that it might be just an insect, although it appears to be more than just an insect if you pay attention. A man has set up cameras near eagles' nests in a forest to monitor their activities and to research the birds' behaviors. However, this one camera of his recorded something he had never expected. As the video begins, we see weird shaking of trees on the left of the nest, and then seconds after, a black furry creature appears on the right side. It stays in the same spot for a few seconds, trying to do something we are not sure about. However, those moments were enough to see that the creature was huge and had a Bigfoot-like appearance and traits. Because a human does not look like that, and there is no way it was fake, as the camera was mounted so high, and no one would think of just randomly putting up a costume and going into the forest. For those who believe in the existence of Bigfoots, this clip provided a glimpse of what it could possibly look like. As the video begins, the viewers can see a man who is on a walk with his dog. It appeared to be sunset, as there is very little of the day left, and the night appears to be approaching. The clip seems quite normal at first, with the dog just excitedly walking, leading his owner through the woods. But after a few seconds have passed, the dog starts to act in a weird way. It stops, and then glares in one direction before moving the other way, and then looking at the same spot. As it gets the owner confused, he moves the camera towards the direction the dog was looking at, and a shadowy figure appears there. Not moving, the figure just stands there as if not bothering the man and his dog's existence. The dog, on the other hand, was just alert, cautious, and wasn't barking at all. The video was later uploaded on TikTok. However, no one could tell what the figure was, and the mystery remains. Recorded in Washington in 2011, this video was randomly captured by some children whose main purpose was actually to record themselves having a nice time hiking in the woods. But as they later watched the video, they saw that they had recorded someone else accidentally too. A huge creature with a body covered in black-colored hair was seen leaping around a little far away from the kids. The kids pretty much remained oblivious to its existence, and the creature did not seem interested in the little humans either. But considering the fact that the beast was captured totally by accident, there is very little possibility that the creature was not real and just fake. This clip leaves us all to ponder the existence of the not-so-mythical creature, also known as Bigfoot. This video might be recorded by a fixed camera, as it is not shaky at all. It begins at night where the only thing visible is the street lamp. Darkness has spread over, covering everything else. However, 1 second passes, and we see a ghostly figure appearing. The figure emerges from the dark and moves forward a bit. It is wearing a white overall, and the darkness makes it difficult to see its face or anything else. The only thing clear is the white cloth the figure is wearing. Posted anonymously, the video started a whole argument on the internet, with some people saying it was a little girl's ghost and others taking it to the witchcraft side. No matter which of the two it is, there is no denying that this sight is something that can scare a man to his core. For centuries, one legendary creature has always been a part of open discussions among humans. Be it the old ones or the young ones, every single person is interested in the topic, and that is the famous mermaids. Multiple videos on the internet have been uploaded as evidence of the creature's existence, and one such is this video, a short clip of just a few seconds, but what it captured shocked everyone on the internet. A hand emerges out of the water, touches the boat before disappearing back into the water. Just a glimpse, but it is seen that the hand is big, webbed, and just like a mermaid's hand should be. There is always a possibility of it being something else, but marine creatures don't usually have hands, and if it were a fish, it would have looked pretty different from what it did. Two guys were camping in the woods, trying to get away from the nosy, everyday life of the human world. However, what they did not know was that they were in for a special treat from the other world. As the night approached, they decided to go for a small walk before camping in and sleeping. Seconds into the walk, they see something glowing a little far from them. There were a pair of glowing eyes, as if some beast was glaring straight at them, ready to pounce upon as soon as it got a chance. However, as the eyes appeared to be stationary and were not moving at all, there is a possibility that it might be a car parked somewhere nearby with its headlights on, although there is always a chance that it might not be a car and actually a scary creature, because you never know. Where trail cameras are set up to get insights into the animals' daily lives, there are times when these cameras end up recording something horrifying too. Take this clip for instance, recorded through a night vision trail camera. The clip shows a black figure walking in the woods. It is just for a second that the creature is clear on the camera, as it is moving behind the trees. The clip was uploaded on TikTok and has everyone asking questions about it. What was the creature? And why did it look like a gorilla but walking like a human? Hundreds of questions, but with only a few seconds of footage as an answer. The man who owned the camera said he had never seen anything like this ever before, and his camera had never picked up anything similar. Therefore, the mystery remains unsolved. Recorded in 2011, this clip is one of the strongest pieces of evidence of the existence of Bigfoot, or a Sasquatch, that has ever been recorded and uploaded on the internet. As the video went viral, gaining millions of views, it gained a lot of mixed opinions from a lot of people as well. A good amount of people in the comments said it was real, while a good amount of people also said it was fake. The way the creature could quickly and nonchalantly move through the thick marsh, especially if it was full of snakes and alligators, was the reason everyone believed it was real, as no ordinary human can do that. It was the only clip that was able to gain a lot of constructive comments from the internet users and a lot of theories ranging from it being a dude with a black jacket onto it being a big beast still unknown to humanity. A 46-second long video was uploaded on Facebook by a guy who said he had been seeing a huge creature near his house for a few days now, and this time he decided to capture it on camera. As the video begins, it takes some seconds before the creature appears on the screen. It looks like a huge gorilla with skin covered in black fur, but its posture and walking style make it closer to a human rather than a gorilla. The walk appears to be pretty steady for an animal. The video ends abruptly, so we don't get to see where the creature was going and what it was doing in the forest. The walk and posture make it hard to believe that it was a Bigfoot. However, it can always be real. Mountains covered with trees are nature's way of trying to hide its deadly creations. For instance, this clip was recorded by two hikers who were initially busy with their hiking before they noticed something weird down the mountain. As the clip zooms in towards the trees, it takes the viewers a second to finally get a grasp of the creature trying to hide behind the branches. It looks like a monkey. However, since the hikers are too far from the place, the camera can only zoom in to an extent. Therefore, we are not able to make a proper face of the creature or conclude what it can be. However, according to the hikers themselves, the being was quite huge and was looking straight at them as if warning them to leave, or else something bad might happen. So the hikers stopped recording and left the area as soon as possible, deciding never to come back again. Where bears are considered as one of the apex predators, among the deadliest of all, Russians are considered as the alpha men considering their usual behaviors. This clip will just give you a glimpse of what they are capable of, and how they appear to not care about their lives at all. This skinny man is recorded by his friends sitting on top of a bear who looks quite annoyed with what was happening to him. The man enjoys his drink while the bear growls in anger. The most surprising thing in this clip is that the bear is clearly angry, but why is it not doing anything? Maybe it was the man's pet bear, or maybe Russians have the ability to control wild animals just like that. This video was said to be recorded by two military officers who were on a mission to investigate a site where apparently a UFO had crashed. This happened in 1982, and it was a secret mission undertaken by the US military. The video shows a weird skinny creature standing behind the tree, trying to hide from the humans recording it. As soon as the camera focuses on it, the creature tries to disappear into the darkness. The appearance makes it look exactly like what an alien would be. According to the uploader of the video, there were multiple beings which were captured by the military and then taken to their secret bases. It was not just that, but the UFO remains and other evidence were also taken away to be hidden from the people forever. The video was considered legit by many, saying that the government was trying to hide all kinds of truths from us. However, there were also many who disregarded the concerns by saying that the clip was nothing but a fake created to get some attention and cause controversy. There have always been discussions about magic, wizardry, and witchcraft. But one topic that has surpassed the other two is witchcraft, with hundreds of people believing that many women are involved in it. One such argument emerged as this video was uploaded by a man on Instagram. It shows a woman holding a bunch of wooden sticks on top of her head and a canister in her left hand, walking towards her home. She appears to be casually walking through a group of hyenas with their eyes glowing like it was no big deal for her. Why wasn't the woman afraid of the animals? Why did the hyenas give way to her, unlike they usually do when attacking people or animals? The mystery of this unusual behavior and the unbothered woman remains fresh, with no possible explanations coming from any side. Cycling into the woods, this kid sensed some strange presence near him. Intrigued, he stopped the bike and decided to take a proper look and record it on camera as well. In the middle of the woods, behind the tallest trees, a black creature was spotted. Considering the way it was standing and comparing it to the trees, the creature's height was quite tall, and although it was a little far away from the kid, it looked quite dangerous. There was a very small possibility that the kid might have made it home safe if the creature had spotted him. Thankfully, it did not, and the kid was able to get back home and then uploaded the video on YouTube to know what others think about it. As usual, a mixed reaction was there, with some believing it to be a human or just a monkey, while others believed it was a Bigfoot. In this video, from a YouTube channel specializing in four-wheeler reviews, the focus is on a 2012 red four-wheeler. The creator provides a thorough discussion of its specifications and important features for the audience. However, he takes it a step further by showcasing the four-wheeler in action, firing up the engine, and embarking on a rugged forest road adventure, all captured on camera. While on this adventure through the woods, the creator's camera captures something quite extraordinary. Within the forest, a tall, dark figure is seen walking amidst the trees. Strangely, the creator seems unaware of this unusual presence. But to viewers, this figure undeniably resembles a Bigfoot. Its towering stature and thick black fur make it a truly captivating sight. Eventually, the creator returns to his garage, bringing the recording to a close. This bizarre encounter is sure to leave a lasting impression, not only on the viewers but also on the content creator himself. This photo was shared on Facebook by a man who made a startling claim about his ex-girlfriend. According to him, she had a terrifying encounter with a creepy and frightening ghost. The photo in question had been sent by his ex-girlfriend to their family chat group as a way to announce her safe arrival at a hotel where she intended to relax. At first glance, everything in the photo appears quite ordinary. The TV is on, broadcasting a sports show, and the room seems peaceful. However, something utterly disturbing and unsettling is lurking in the mirror's reflection. Upon closer examination, you can discern a truly eerie and demon-like head peering out from the mirror. This head bears no resemblance to a human, but instead resembles an unsettling spirit or demon. Given that the ex-girlfriend was alone in the room at the time, there's no other logical explanation such as the presence of another person. After witnessing this photo, it becomes evident that her safety might not have been as guaranteed as she conveyed in the family chat. Traveling by train through the countryside can be an enjoyable and serene experience, but sometimes it can take a mysterious turn. In this video, you can see the view outside a train as it travels through the scenic landscape. During the journey, something catches the attention of the passengers. There's a figure moving around in the mountain. This figure appears to be humanoid, and when it becomes aware of the people on the train recording it, it crouches down in the bushes. It remains in a squatting position, seemingly observing the train as it continues on its path. The individuals who recorded this video from the train are convinced that this creature was a genuine Bigfoot. However, there's something quite peculiar about this particular Bigfoot, notably the way it blends in with the surrounding bushes. What are your thoughts on this enigmatic creature? Could it be a new and distinct species of Bigfoot? This video takes us to an acacia forest in Australia, where a hiker had a rather peculiar encounter. In the footage, a lake comes into view. But there's something unusual by the water's edge. A cryptid creature. This being exhibits some gorilla or ape-like characteristics, but its behavior is quite strange. It walks in an atypical manner and even bends down to interact with the water. While this creature isn't towering enough to be classified as the mighty Bigfoot, it's also not petite enough to be an ordinary ape. Its entire body is shrouded in thick black fur, and it possesses a notably broad body frame. Cryptids of this nature are often associated with deep, remote woodlands, but on occasion, they seem to have an inclination for venturing near lakes and other bodies of water. The true identity of this cryptid remains a mystery. Is it a unique type of Bigfoot, an oversized gorilla, or something entirely different? Ghosts are often associated with possessing dolls and other small objects. But how about them riding or moving wheelchairs? This video takes place in a hospital, where the night staff captured something straight out of a horror movie. In the footage, there's an empty wheelchair in the hospital hallway. Initially, everything appears normal, but then the camera pans to the right and returns to the wheelchair, which begins to move. There's no one seated in the wheelchair, and no visible strings or wires to attribute its movement to. The chair seems to be in motion all on its own. This sudden and unexplained movement understandably terrified the person operating the camera, prompting them to flee the scene. Such a sight would indeed be chilling, especially for the night staff, who are often alone during their shifts. Have you ever wondered what the end of the world might look like? If you have, I bet you never imagined it would involve a massive flock of birds. This video comes from the UK, and it shows a truly eerie and unsettling dark wave hovering just above the surface of the sea. This wave looks incredibly ominous, and at first glance, you'd think it could devastate anything in its path. However, the reality is quite different. This wave is actually a collection of around 70,000 starlings, moving together in a mesmerizing and slightly spooky flock formation. During autumn and winter, these starlings can be seen creating intricate patterns across the sky at dusk before they settle in the trees for the night. This behavior, known as murmuration, is a remarkable natural phenomenon. If you were to witness this in person, you might be forgiven for thinking it's the end of the world. But in fact, it's a stunning display of nature's beauty and complexity. This video was captured by a security camera in Ohio. It shows the backyard of a house at night. Suddenly, a mysterious, smoky figure appears and starts walking across the backyard. The way this smoky figure moves resembles that of a humanoid spirit. It's also quite wide in appearance. As it crosses the backyard, the video ends. The homeowner, while sharing this video, also mentioned that after this incident, they started hearing banging and footsteps, as if someone were walking around inside their house. The homeowner believes that this spirit has now taken up residence with them and is making them consider leaving the house. My suggestion for the homeowner would be to contact a paranormal expert to deal with this spirit, or, if possible, consider moving to a new home, as it seems this one may now belong to the spirit. Many people believe that Slender Man is just a made-up creature, a myth, but after watching this video, it might change their perspective. The video was recorded from inside a car as the driver was traveling on a country road. Suddenly, something unusual appeared in front of the vehicle. There, right in the middle of the road, stood a tall, faceless figure in a suit. This figure didn't seem to move, even as the car approached. To avoid this unsettling presence, the driver steered the vehicle off the road. But what was truly terrifying was when the driver stopped and, using the camera to look in the side mirror, saw Slender Man walking toward the car. This encounter with Slenderman was undeniably frightening. Let's hope the driver made it to safety. Pranks can be a lot of fun, making us laugh and adding some humor to our lives. However, pranks like this can take a creepy and scary turn. This video was captured by a doorbell camera in the middle of the night. In the video, we can see a humanoid figure walking up to the porch, and it has a really eerie appearance, resembling a witch. This creature has long, unsettling fingers, a featureless face with big, unsettling eyes. The way this witch-like figure behaves is quite frightening, and its sudden movements send shivers down your spine. It's important to note that all of this was just a prank, and someone was wearing that suit. Nevertheless, the fact that this happened around 3 is undeniably eerie. Imagine being the homeowner, hearing the doorbell ring, and when you go to check, you're greeted by this terrifying sight. We've all seen tornadoes, but have you ever seen a lake tornado? This video was recorded in Florida, and it captures a truly unique water phenomenon. In the video, we see a view of a lake, and in the lake, a water tornado is forming. This tornado resembles the typical land tornado, but instead of swirling air, it's composed of rapidly spinning water droplets. The way it impacts the water's surface is both fascinating and quite unusual. Moreover, this water tornado is moving at a fairly high speed. It almost appears as if there's an unknown creature beneath the water, using its power to create this phenomenon. One logical explanation could be that it's simply a tornado that has formed on the water's surface, similar to how tornadoes occur on land. Whatever it may be, it was undeniably a strange and captivating sight. Bigfoot sightings are a rare occurrence because these elusive creatures tend to avoid cameras and being seen by humans. However, one thing is for sure, they love lurking. In this video, a hiker was exploring the woods, recording the beauty of nature and the surrounding forest. During his venture, he noticed some movement in the distance. Upon closer inspection, it became evident that this movement was caused by a dark-furred creature lurking behind a tree. This creature had notably long arms and a substantial size. Moreover, as the video zoomed in further, it revealed the creature had orange fur, somewhat like an orangutan. However, the creature's size and the way it moved didn't match that of an orangutan. The hiker was quite convinced that he had captured a sighting of Bigfoot. And if it truly was Bigfoot, encountering this mighty beast, capable of causing harm in the blink of an eye, is undeniably a scary prospect. Jaywalking is a crime in some places, and people can face consequences for it. But what if the jaywalker isn't a living being? This video comes from India and was recorded by a road security camera. In the video, you can see a busy road, and from across the road, a mysterious, ghostly figure approaches. This ghostly figure proceeds to jaywalk on the road, crossing it without any apparent concern for the passing vehicles. The appearance of this entity is also quite unusual. It's smoky black and has a hunched back. While it moves in a manner resembling a human, its upper body appears strange, almost like an alien. What are your thoughts on this ghostly jaywalker? This video was shared on TikTok by a user with the handle CreepyTalk633, and the uploader claims to have captured a demon standing in the window of his room while he was outside the house. In the video, you can see a house window, and inside the window, there are two glowing eyes staring back at the camera. Upon closer inspection, you can discern that this creature has two devil-like horns on its head. Additionally, this creature is entirely black, with no visible reflections of light on its body. After a brief moment of staring at the camera, this devilish figure disappears. Some viewers who watch this video think it might be a dogman or a werewolf. Regardless of its identity, it was undeniably a deeply unsettling and terrifying sight. I certainly wouldn't want to see something like that standing at my window. This video was recorded at a lake during a family vacation. In the video, you can see the view of the lake. However, something unusual appears in the distance. There's a figure with a smoky, ghostly appearance, and it seems to have a humanoid shape. Strangely, this mysterious, smoky figure appears to be surfing on the water. The odd part is that lakes typically don't have waves like the ocean, so there shouldn't be any real surfing happening. After a while, the first smoky figure starts to fade away, but then another identical one emerges from the water. This is followed by a third one. The question is, could this be some kind of machine in the water that's creating these smoky shapes? And if it's not a machine, then what exactly is going on? Is it a parade of water spirits? It's a peculiar and intriguing sight, for sure. There's an ongoing debate on the internet about the existence of alien unknown flying objects, but videos like this one can certainly make you wonder. In this video, we're looking up at the cloudy sky, and we notice a remarkably strong bright light shining from within the clouds. This light is moving as if it were an aircraft, and it's so intense that it resembles a miniature sun. The light takes on an orb-like round shape. Some viewers who've seen this video suggest that it could be a UFO sighting. UFOs are often associated with emitting unusual lights and traveling at high speeds. However, it's essential to note that there's no clear, definitive evidence to confirm this as an actual unknown flying object sighting. On the other hand, there's also no straightforward explanation for the presence of this strange, glowing orb in the sky. It remains a puzzling and intriguing sight that raises questions and sparks curiosity. If you have insights into what this might be, or if it's a rare natural phenomenon, please share your thoughts with others. This video was shared on TikTok by a streamer who captured some eerie, ghostly activities during a live stream. In the video recorded through a webcam, we see the streamer chatting with his toddler while something unusual happens in the background. The fridge door suddenly opens by itself. Initially, the streamer doesn't seem to notice this, but shortly afterward, he realizes the door is closing on its own. This discovery startles the streamer, and he cautiously approaches the fridge to investigate. However, as he gets closer, the fridge door swings open once more without any apparent explanation. This sudden and unexplained movement of the fridge door terrifies the streamer, and he quickly retreats, leaving viewers and the people watching the live stream astonished. It's important to note that this was all happening during a live stream, witnessed by hundreds of people, and the streamer was alone in the house with only his toddler at the time. Encountering cryptids and strange creatures is scary enough, but being stalked by one through the woods at night takes fear to a whole new level. This video features a couple recording the nearby woods after hearing strange noises emanating from them.
Not showing up on camera. There it is. There it is. What is it? Oh, there's a bunch of them. What are they? They're blinking, y'all.
Yeah, I see those eyes right there.
Glenn! Glenn!
You see that?
What is that?
When they shine their flashlight towards the source of the noise, they are met with a truly terrifying sight. A pair of eyes staring back at them, blinking eerily. Even their dog senses the unholy presence of this stalking creature hidden in the woods. The stalking eyes move up and down, as if a creepy creature is tilting its head. Some speculate it could be a skinwalker, disguising itself as an animal to stalk humans as potential prey. What do you think it was? Was it just an ordinary animal? Or could it have been something far more sinister? This video was shared by a hiker who claimed to have encountered something unusual in the forest. In the video, the hiker zooms in on an object in the distance. As the camera zooms in, we can see a black figure standing there, resembling a creature. This creature is covered in black fur, and its features are somewhat obscured due to the dense forest. Some may argue that it could be an ape or a gorilla, given the similar coat of fur. However, what sets this creature apart is its size. You can clearly see its upper body and legs and observe the considerable distance between them. This suggests that the creature is quite massive and stands tall. Unfortunately, due to the dense tree cover, we are unable to get a clearer view of this Bigfoot-like creature. We all enjoy watching wrestlers engage in tough competitions, but have you ever witnessed a man wrestling with a python? This video begins with a python launching an attack on a man, and he skillfully evades the python's wide open mouth. With impressive agility, the man seizes the python by its neck, all while the python continues its attempts to bite him. Once he gains control of the python's neck, he showcases his wrestling prowess by rolling over the python to establish a better grip. The python is determined to consume the man, but is hindered by the neck hold. What adds to the suspense is that as the man rolls over the python's body, the snake attempts to coil around the man, briefly latching onto his shoulder. However, he manages to evade this and emerges as the clear victor. This encounter was undeniably intense, especially considering how the python was relentlessly trying to take a bite out of the man. Nonetheless, we must commend this brave individual for his remarkable python wrestling skills. Things that our human brains struggle to comprehend often tend to unsettle us. And the same goes for encounters with mysterious creatures. In this video, we witness an unknown creature clinging onto a truck tire, leaving the person recording the video utterly confused. The creature in question has a peculiar appearance. A small body, an exceptionally long and thick neck, a lengthy and slender tail, 2 hind legs and 2 front arms. However, what truly adds to the strangeness is when the camera person zooms in on the creature's face. This creature lacks typical facial features like eyes, ears, or nose. It possesses only a mouth filled with incredibly sharp and intimidating teeth. Curiosity gets the better of the person recording, and they cautiously attempt to touch the creature's mouth with a stick to determine if it's real. To their astonishment, as soon as the stick makes contact, the creature swiftly moves its head with lightning speed, causing a moment of sheer fright. Undeterred, the person approaches the creature again, trying to touch it once more with the stick. This time, the creature reacts by twisting its neck and making a lightning-quick bite at the stick. What are your thoughts on what this mysterious, aggressive creature might have been? This video was shared by a farmer on the Creepy Captures subreddit, where he described his encounter with a strange, naked individual on his farm. However, the comments on the post suggested that this was not an ordinary person, but possibly a skinwalker. In the video, we can see a humanoid creature on all fours, sitting in the distance. This creature is entirely devoid of fur, and its features appear mostly human, except for its weird white skin tone and bald head. The creature moves slightly, but then locks its gaze directly onto the person recording the video. Given that the farm is situated at the edge of a forest, it raises the possibility that this creature could be a skinwalker, venturing out in search of food. However, the lingering question remains, for the skinwalker, does the food mean the farmer? This video takes place in India, where a family was enjoying a forest safari, driving along a forest road. Suddenly, they spot an angry and aggressive tiger emerging from the bushes. The tiger's behavior is quite menacing, and it seems ready to attack. The family urges the driver to leave the area, but he initially believes the tiger will back off. However, the situation takes a terrifying turn when the tiger swiftly charges toward them. Its fierce roaring, and the intense look on its face send chills down your spine. The driver shouts and screams back at the tiger in an attempt to scare it away, but the tiger continues to chase them. Thankfully, they were in a sturdy jeep which allowed them to make a narrow escape. It's unsettling to think about what might have happened if they had been on a motorcycle or something less secure. This video captures a genuinely eerie and unsettling ghostly encounter as seen through a home security camera. In the footage, a translucent, smoky figure hovers just above the ground. This mysterious entity moves across the camera's view and then drifts to the side of the house. The smoky apparition has an unusual shape, with discernible features like a head and extended arms. But it remains quite perplexing. While some might suggest it could be smoke from a nearby campfire or something similar, the homeowner has confirmed that there was no fire happening outside at the time. What adds to the disconcerting nature of this sighting is the homeowner's claim of subsequent strange occurrences within the house, such as picture frames falling on their own and lights turning on without any apparent cause. This video captured a seemingly ordinary night out with their family. However, viewers in the comments section noticed something truly unsettling. In the video, we can see the family enjoying themselves, casually playing on a swing. However, it can be seen that there is something moving in the background. Upon closer inspection, it becomes apparent that this presence is that of a humanoid figure. This figure is entirely devoid of clothing and appears to have a pale white complexion. It crouches in the darkness, lurking and observing the family. What adds to the eerie atmosphere is that the family seems completely unaware of this lurking being in the darkness behind them. Commenters on the video speculated that it might be a skinwalker, as they are notorious for their human-like appearances and secretive, lurking behaviors. What are your thoughts on this unsettling encounter? This video was captured by an explorer who specializes in investigating abandoned houses. As he boldly ventures into a spooky, deserted house, he relies on his flashlight to illuminate and inspect the eerie surroundings. However, something quite startling happens. If you look closely, right behind him, a ghostly and transparent figure materializes seemingly out of thin air and moves toward him. When this ghostly figure makes contact with him, the man gets a jolt and immediately turns around to see what's behind him. To his surprise, there was none there. Then, in another doorway, the same mysterious figure passes by. While the video quality isn't very high, it's clear that this apparition resembles a spirit of some sort. At the time, the explorer might have dismissed it as a trick of his mind, but upon reviewing the video later, he must have been absolutely shocked by what he had unknowingly encountered in that house. I bet he's having second thoughts about exploring more abandoned houses in the future. This video, dating back to 2007 in Manitoba, Canada, captures a mysterious and enormous figure in the distance. This figure stands still, and the person recording the video observes it casually. The creature's physical features seem like a blend of a gorilla and a human. Furthermore, it is exceptionally large with long arms, reminiscent of what we associate with Bigfoot. The uploader of the video claims that this could be a Sasquatch, but due to the low quality of the video, it's challenging to make a definitive identification. What do you think this creature might be? Is it possibly a massive ape, or could it truly be the legendary Bigfoot? Exploring the world from an animal's perspective can be quite an adventure. Sometimes it leads us to unexpected and mysterious moments. In this captivating dog cam footage, we catch a glimpse of the wild through the eyes of a dog. At first, everything seems normal as the dog leisurely walks through its natural habitat. But then, something out of the ordinary happens. A colossal and enigmatic figure strides into the camera's view. This figure is covered in jet black fur and stands ominously tall. What makes this encounter even more strange is that the dog doesn't seem to notice this mysterious presence at all. It continues its journey as if nothing extraordinary has occurred. The idea of a potential encounter between Bigfoot and the dog, if the dog were to become aware of it, piques our curiosity. Imagining such a fight in the untamed wilderness is both thrilling and thought-provoking. What truly unsettles the human mind is encountering something it can't explain. Such experiences can leave us in an unsettling state. In this video, we come across a strange creature positioned near the edge of a forest. The video quality isn't great, making it challenging to discern its true form, but looking at it from a distance, it definitely doesn't resemble anything we're familiar with. As the video progresses, this mysterious entity starts to move, revealing its hindquarters. This is where things take a spine-tingling turn. It appears to have human-like legs. What makes it even more unsettling is the way it moves. It doesn't seem to walk, but rather drags itself along. What are your thoughts on what this creature could be? Feel free to share your comments below. This video was captured by a hiker exploring the Canadian Mount Temple, and it showcases a rather peculiar sight. In the footage, we see a dry, rocky mountain landscape with something resembling a shadowy step or presence approaching from a distance. Strangely, this mysterious entity appears to cause the sedimentary rocks on the ground to shift as it moves. As it draws nearer, the backpack lying on the ground appears to react to its presence, and then the enigmatic entity passes by the camera person before disappearing. What's intriguing is that wherever this entity traverses, it seems to lift these sedimentary rocks. I don't believe it's some kind of invisible hobbit or ghost causing this. Instead, it might be something like a small tornado, close to the ground, that's capable of lifting these tiny rocks along its path, because when it approaches the backpack, it appears as though there's a sudden burst of strong wind. A combination of a desolate road cutting through a dense forest at night can certainly set the stage for a spine-chilling encounter, and that's precisely what unfolds in this video. Here, we witness a car navigating a desolate forest road, its headlights piercing through the darkness. However, as the car makes a turn and proceeds forward, something swift darts across the road right in front of the vehicle. Upon closer examination, with slowed down and zoomed in footage, it becomes apparent that this creature bears a striking resemblance to a werewolf, displaying its characteristic physical features. It moves with remarkable speed and possesses a considerable size, vanishing from view in the blink of an eye. What makes this encounter truly hair-raising is the fact that the driver was alone on this isolated road. And as legends go, werewolves are not known for their friendliness towards humans. This video, shared by a Facebook user who goes by the name Colliamed, claims to capture footage of Bigfoot during a camping trip in Alaska's boreal forest. In the video, we see the person behind the camera attempting to conceal themselves while recording a large, dark, and seemingly massive black figure moving in the distance. This enigmatic figure briefly appears in the frame for just a few seconds before disappearing into the woods. Some might argue that it could be a large ape or gorilla, but what sets this being apart is its walking posture. It appears to move in a more humanoid manner rather than the typical gait of a gorilla or ape. Furthermore, the sheer size and massive body frame of this creature seem to align more with the legendary description of Bigfoot. What are your thoughts on this intriguing footage? If you have a family member who experiences sleepwalking, you probably know it's usually not a major concern. However, I believe this video might change your perspective. The video was shared by a Reddit user who explained that they were asleep but woke up at 2 in the morning to some noise coming from the kitchen. Curious, they decided to investigate and stumbled upon quite an unsettling scene. In the video, we see a lady in a white dress who turns out to be the person recording's mother. She is sleepwalking, and her actions are somewhat disturbing as she keeps opening and closing the oven. Then, something even more eerie happens. She suddenly stops and an eerie silence fills the room. The person recording calls out to her, but her mother turns her head toward her in a rapid and frightening manner.
Ma?
Experiencing this, the person recording understandably became frightened and rushed away. For me, it's unsettling to think about what might have happened next, whether the mother pursued her or not. This video comes from a trail camera, but it doesn't capture footage of an animal or a bird. Instead, it reveals a naked man crawling through the area. In the video, we can see a figure hunched over in the distance, crawling near the trees. Even from a distance, it's apparent that it's a naked man engaged in this unusual activity. What makes this scene strange and eerie is the mystery surrounding his purpose. Is he a drug addict, possibly under the influence, and wandering through the forest in this manner? Or could he be someone in distress struggling to walk and resorting to crawling in a desperate attempt to seek help? The possibilities are numerous, and we can only speculate. Regardless of the reason, one can only hope that this individual received the assistance or support they might have needed in this peculiar situation. Caves have always held an air of mystery, and many of their secrets remain unexplored to this day. This video, captured by a Russian hiker during their expedition, adds to the intrigue. In the footage, the hiker stumbles upon something inside a cave opening, accompanied by eerie growling sounds emanating from within.
Taşın içinde bir şey var.
The creature in question appears humanoid and reacts to the hiker's voice by looking up, revealing a mouth-like facial feature. Additionally, the figure seems rather dark in color, likely adapted to the low-light environment of the cave. It appears to be quite wary of the torchlight shining upon it. What to make of this creature is a perplexing question. Given the limited information available, it's challenging to draw any definitive conclusions. It could be a natural denizen of the cave adapted to its environment, or it might be an unknown species. Nature often surprises us with its captivating and unexpected phenomena. This video showcases one such intriguing encounter. In the footage, a girl exploring the woods comes across a peculiar-looking branch in the distance. Strangely, this branch appears to take on the shape of a bizarre ape-like creature hanging from it. As the video continues, the girl recording mentions that she felt as though the thing on the branch moved its head.
Oh my god, did it just move? It just moved its head, looked at me, didn't it? Oh my gosh. There's its face right there. Look at his face.
While we might not discern this movement clearly in the video, a closer zoom reveals a genuinely eerie face. This face has discernible eyes and a mouth. The strange presence on the branch could be a product of the forest's creative formations, or it might be a mysterious creature attempting to camouflage itself. Whatever it is, there's no denying its eerie and unsettling nature. A mother posted a video on Facebook explaining that while she was out grocery shopping, her son had taken her phone and recorded himself. The intention was simply to capture some fun moments, but the video ended up revealing something deeply unsettling. In the video, the child is seen happily recording himself. However, as he moves through the hallway and into a room, something truly strange appears. There are a pair of eyes on the ceiling behind him. These eyes emit an eerie, glowing light and convey a sense of dread. The boy continues past without noticing them. Towards the end of his recording, as he sets the phone down to finish, something even more unsettling appears in the corner of the frame. A dark, shadowy figure standing there. What makes this truly creepy is that the boy was alone at home, and his mother had just gone out for a quick trip to the grocery store. It's safe to say that after this experience, the mother might think twice about leaving her child alone in such circumstances. This video comes from Spain and depicts the aftermath of a road accident. In the footage, we can see paramedics and first responders tending to injured individuals scattered around the scene. Additionally, there's a bus that appears to be involved in the accident. Amidst all this commotion, there's an observer lurking in the background, unnoticed by everyone on the scene but captured by the camera. Upon closer examination, achieved by zooming in and pausing the video, it becomes apparent that this lurker is a humanoid creature, completely naked. Its features bear a resemblance to that of a skinwalker, and it possesses long arms. The unsettling question that arises is, why is this skinwalker there, lurking in the shadows? Is it waiting for someone to become separated from the group so it can pounce, or could it have had some involvement in causing the accident in the first place? The mystery surrounding the presence of this enigmatic creature adds a chilling layer to an already distressing situation. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.